Hello everyone, I am LoreChirik and today we're gonna create Frankenstein Boris from Bendy and the Machine chapter 4.
So in the previous video you decided that you want to hear my voiceover instead of music, so here we go, another video with the voiceover. As you see, I'm making the base, I'm connecting the aluminum wires to the glue and to the base, and after it it's time for mixing the clay. As you see on the screen, I have a lot of clay and I have to mix it to make one color, the yellow color, yellow orch color. As you see in the screen, it takes just a few seconds, but actually it takes me 1 hour or more to create this color because this was a large amount of color. So the chapter 4 just came out a few days ago. It brings us few new characters like new Alice, new Boris, and of course this character, the Boris Evil or the Boris Frankenstein. I like to call it the Boris Frankenstein because he looks quite like the Frankenstein. As you see now, the clay is mixed. I'm placing the base to the vise. This vise is very helpful because I can work on the sculpture and it's not moving, it is in one place, so it's very useful. Now I'm slowly adding the clay to the sculpture, and I saw in my previous video someone asked me this question: how long do you take to make your clay sculptures? Because I feel like it takes a few hours to complete one sculpture, and I have to say that it takes me around 3 days for the whole project. I mean 2 days for the sculpting, 1 day for editing the video. So as you see, this takes more time than few hours. It takes actually, I don't know, 10 or more hours. I never counted it, but if you want, I can count it in the next sculpture and tell you exactly how much time this takes. But usually it is from 2 to 4 days, depends on the sculpture. If it goes for the Fortnite characters, they are very complicated, very detailed. I have to use a lot of colors. I have to first make these colors, so mixing the clay, and they are quite big, so it takes around 2 to 4 days for the Fortnite figure, and for the Boris it takes me 3 days. So as you see now, I'm adding the liquid glue clay to the legs and then I bake it. And if it comes to the baking, I want to give you more details how to do it. My method to do it is to preheat the oven, and then after 5 minutes I'm putting the sculpture for 25 minutes, and after I take the sculpture from the oven I wait another 20 minutes to cool down, because when you take the sculpture right from the oven it's very hot. You have to use the oven gloves, and the clay is soft, it's easy to deform, so it have to cool down around 20 minutes. As you see now, I'm making the torso. I don't know why, but I love to sculpt the fat characters. I don't know, it's just fun to work with a large amount of clay. As you see now, right now on the screen, this tool is great. You can not only use the two tips from each side, but also you can use the bottom to roll out on the surface of the clay and make it more smoother. So before the Chapter 4 of Bendy and the Machine came out, I was working on the Skull Trooper from Fortnite Battle Royale. I just made legs, but after the Chapter 4 came out and I saw this Boris Frankenstein, I just knew that I need to do this. So I abandoned my Skull Trooper POLYMER figure for a while. I don't know if I will go back to this after this project. I will let you know. So if you have any other questions regarding the making process, polymer clay, tools, everything that is associated to the figure making, make sure to write it in the comment section. In next video I will answer your questions. As you see right now on the screen, I'm using the liquid glue. Add a little bit of glue on the aluminum wires. when they connect the clay. I'm using it because if I wouldn't use it, the aluminum wires can be quickly removed from the sculpture, and I wanted them to stay in one place, so that's why I'm using this liquid. Now I'm making the head. Making the Boris head was quite easy. I just have to make 4 elements and they connect it, as you see on the screen. If it goes for the next videos, I think I will stick to Bendy and the machine, because we got few characters to make. I saw that there is new Alice, new Boris, so I think I will make them next, and then I don't know, maybe I will go back to Fortnite, or maybe I will do something else. I got few ideas, but this is a surprise. For now I can tell you that it is quite similar to my fusion videos, but this is a surprise for now. Make sure to tick the bell to see it. And as you see, just few seconds before I was adding the thin aluminum wire to the Boris head, and then I connect the ears. I'm using the aluminum wires because if I wouldn't use them, the ears probably would fall off of the head. And now I'm making the cage or brace, I don't know what it is, but first I need to smooth the surface with alcohol 95%. If you can't buy it because you are 18 or lower, make sure to just use the dry brush. The method for making the arms is very simple. You just have to roll the piece of clay and then cut it, and then, as you see on the screen, put it on the aluminum wires. I think it is the easiest way to make arms, and then until you have the desired shape, smooth the surface, form it in the shape of the arms. So now when I'm doing this, I'm gonna answer another question from Discover Time. He wrote, on what age you started this hobby? Please reply, greeting from Slovenia. So I started like 3 years ago. I started sculpting 3 years ago, but I'm on YouTube seriously since May 2017. I was making bigger sculptures on a different topic like fantasy creatures or something like that, but then I changed my interest to making figures from the games, and then I just fell in love in this. But before I started it, I had a plan that this channel will be for stop motion videos, so I was making stop motion videos. As you go deep on my channel, on the videos tab, you'll see that I made 3 stop motion videos. My first stop motion videos was for 10,000 subscribers. It is a 15 seconds long video, but actually it takes me few weeks to create. Also my second stop motion, which is around 2 minutes, it's some kind of parody of hydraulic press channel. This thing is someone crashing things with the hydraulic press, so I made exactly the same but with stop motions. I remember that I smashed the clay kiwi, the clay banana, the clay orange, and it was a lot of fun. My third and the last stop motion was a 5 minutes video. It was a parody of 1000 degrees red knife experiment. Basically what I do in that video, I just make almost everything in stop motion. I cut the things in the red knife. It was also quite fun to make. And recently I saw that this video have 1,500,000 views. So it gets viral, and I think it deserves it because I spent a lot of time on making this video, around 1 month. And then after this video my change of interest quite changed, and I stick to the polymer clay tutorials, making the sculptures and figures from the games like you see right now. But back to our sculpture, we just make the hands, and then I smooth the surface with the brush. I do it because it covers all the imperfections. It smooth the surface, so it just smooth and it looks very nice. Now I think I'm making the base, so I roll a piece of clay and I add it to the wooden base of the figure, and of course the liquid glue, because clay doesn't stick very well to the wood, so the glue is for gluing the clay to the wood. But the best part of this glue is that it only hardens in the oven. It's behaves like a clay. Yesterday I uploaded my new video on my second channel, LoreChirik, which is for comedy videos, for puppet videos, and this new episode on the LoreChirik channel is all about the Fortnite characters, Leviathan, Raven and the Dark Voyager. If you want to see the plot and the video, go for my second channel, LoreChirik. After this video, of course, I try to upload there twice a week, but when I'm busy with the figures, I upload once a week. So as you see right now, I was cleaning the mess when the sculpture was in the oven. Now I'm cutting the remainings of the clay from the base, and then it's time for my favorite part, the painting. I'm mixing the white, orange and yellow to create the yellow color to cover this cage on the Boris head and those aluminum wires that stick off of his left arm. As you see now, I'm painting the legs. I have to tell you that painting is my another hobby. In the past I was painting the oil pictures and acrylic pictures, but after I figured out the sculpting, I just focus all my attention to sculpting. But recently I have an idea that I will again started to paint, but not on the YouTube, just for myself as a second hobby, to make pictures for my walls, because in my new room my walls are empty. If I paint something, for sure I will show you in the video. And speaking of my life, something amazing happened, or it will happen tomorrow, but for now it is a surprise. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see tomorrow on my Instagram. Link in description. I have the same username as on YouTube, LoreChirik, so if you want to know what it is, follow me on Instagram. So back to our sculpture. As you see now, I'm painting the tiny details on the hands, and for this I'm using the black paint. I prefer to use the paint in the tubes because they are liquid. I don't have to mix acrylic paint with the water, they just are pre-mixed. If you want to know where I get it, the link is in the description. It's my Amazon site where I place it every tools, every clays, every brushes and something like that in one side. And if you decide to make a Boris or something else, you can get all the supplies on one side. It's in the description. And here we go, the Boris is finished. I'm quite proud of this sculpture. Let me know what you think and check out my other videos as you see on this shelf.
Thank you for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed and check out my other videos, other POLYMER tutorials from Bendy and the machine by clicking this card in the right corner of the video right here.
Subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to see my new videos. And here are some of my other videos that you also might enjoy. See you soon!